Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a question that's often asked me, and that is, how do we get people to do what they're supposed to do? We've got great people, and they don't seem to be doing what we expect. They let us down all the time. So I wanted to give you a little bit of perspective. When I come in and I look at what's going on, and as you assess somebody's performance, there's 5 things I look at, and I always look at them in this sequence, and it might help you as well. The first thing I look at is knowledge. Do they know what the requirement is? Do they really understand what the requirement is and the why? They need to understand the why. Because one of the things that's really interesting about adults is adults don't really do well when they don't understand the why. They have a tendency to assume that it's only a guideline unless they really understand the foundations of why they're asked to be doing what they're told. The second thing is, do they have the skill? Have they actually demonstrated in the past that they've been able to do it before? Quite honestly, if they've done it once, I'm usually quick to check off to say, yes, they have the skill, because I suppose you could call that dumb luck. So let's say they've done it twice, and we'll assume that they have had the skill, and they can't say, well, I don't know how to do it, because they actually do. If you are having trouble with people that don't know how to do it, obviously it's your responsibility to teach them. The third thing is we're going to look at their capability. And we're really looking for the repeatability. Can you do the same thing over and over again? It's kind of like adding to 10, or counting to 10 and doing it 10 times in a row. Do you always get it right? Sometimes you don't. There are processes that we ask our employees to do that are riddled with problems that are not repeatable. And in some cases, there could be some physical or mental restrictions that prevent them from doing it. So as an example, if my job said I had to lift 70 pounds continuously all day long, in terms of a repeatability standpoint, I wouldn't really be able to do that. The next item is what's the motivation? Again, it goes back to adults. Adults have this reason why. There are really only 2 motivational styles. People are either running from something or running to something, if you will. It's away from pain or towards pleasure. And you cannot assume that everybody's motivation is the same. You might be motivated by some level of recognition. Somebody else might be motivated by knowing that their job is secure. Somebody might be motivated by taking a risk. Other people's by making sure that they get a great financial reward at the end of the goal. So we need to understand what their motives are and then to adapt the motivational strategy that will work to get the maximum human performance improvement. And the 5th area, and it's an area that's often overlooked in an organization, and that has to do with the environment. And we're really not talking about the air we breathe and whether it's sunny and rainy. We're really talking about the culture that's all around them. They're constantly changing priorities. Are there mixed messages going on? Are there interpersonal battles that are going on? What kinds of things are going on in the workplace? Maybe a complacency with substandard performance with other people. Could be creating an environment that prevents other people from reaching their maximum potential. So this whole process of human performance improvement really involves taking a look at what are the gaps in the area of skill, knowledge, accountability, motivation, and environment. And it's useful to get somebody to come out and take a look at that because often you can't see the forest through the trees. If you need some help bringing this all together for your team, somebody to come in and look and help you develop a plan for how you can maximize the human potential that's within your organization, please give us a call at Peoplemation. We'd love to help you release that human potential that's within your organization.